Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and then you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys? It's Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of Modded Monday. We're on week number 296 now, guys. I've picked out 5 new mods for you guys to check out, and perhaps add them to your load order if you find them interesting. But like always, before we jump into them, I want to remind you guys that I'm partnered with GamerSupps, which in my opinion is the best energy drink on the market. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to check out the link in the description so you can go to their store page, and you can also use the code RTD for a 10% discount on all your purchases. I also want to say, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any brand new mods each and every single week. Now that all that's out of the way, we can jump into this week's mods. But instead of jumping straight into the mods, I want to give a few updates for you guys. I know in all of the videos that I've been releasing over the past few weeks, a lot of you have been recommending me to create a brand new RPG updated load order, and that's exactly what I'm doing for you guys. So I just want to let you know it's on its way. I'm in the testing phase. I have all 150 mods picked out, and I'm going through testing them all, making sure everything works properly. So if it does look like that this week is combined of a bunch of smaller mods that may not usually fit into our top 5 mods, just know that this top 5 mods is during the actual testing phase of the load order, and the mods that I've picked out for this week to showcase are either mods that are smaller in memory space but are still very good mods, or mods that I've already featured inside of my load order here. So a lot of the mods you'll see in this top 5 this week are going to be featured in the actual RPG load order itself, so you guys can get a jump start on that, but some other ones were just very awesome mods that were also very small in memory space, so I didn't have to restart my testing once this video was finished. So like I said, I'm still working on the load order. It's going very, very good, and the testing phase is going very well, and I'm going to try to have it released for episode 300 so we can have a very, very special episode 300 of Modded Monday. So I just wanted to give you guys the update, and that's where I am on the load order so that you guys know for the future and for whenever episode 300 comes up. But now moving on to the actual mods itself, starting off at our number 5 spot, we have Flokee's Library, which is a very small mod that adds a bookstore. This bookstore is located next to the Sawmill and Dragon Bridge, and the librarian Flokee will be able to sell you almost any book in the game. This includes skill books too, so if you have a lot of money, you can travel there and instantly boost some of your skills, and I really like that. However, there are some books that you won't be able to buy from this store, such as, journals and different types of entries like that, because this mod aims to be lore friendly, so if there's any other books that you encounter that may conflict with lore, please report it to the mod creator and they'll fix it right away. But other than that, I really like the idea of being able to travel to an area in the game and actually have access to all of the books that you can find throughout the game of Skyrim, because whenever I'm going through my travels, I'm not really looking for any specific books because I don't really know which one to pick up and read. I've heard names thrown out here and there, and I don't really know what to look for. But now that I have every single book all together in one bookstore here, I can actually travel through and read all the volumes as well. So let's say I pick up a book that I really like and it's just volume 1, I won't have to go scounging the world for volume 2. I can just head to the bookstore and pick it up so I can read it for myself. And that's definitely why this mod's featured here at our number 5 spot this week, so if you're looking to add a new library into your game of Skyrim, then I'd strongly recommend downloading Flokee's Library and adding it to your next playthrough. Coming in at the number 4 spot this week, we have a complete overhaul to the perk interface that doesn't actually change any of the perks, it just changes the appearance to look extremely awesome. This is the high quality perk interface mod, and the mod page is incredibly simple, just stating that this modification changes the appearance of the interface with perks. And that's all this mod does, but it looks absolutely incredible. Using only 6.15 megabytes, this mod was able to completely change the perk interface into this. As you can see as I'm showing you around here, we have a bunch of pictures of whether it's different types of battle mages, wizards, and more in the background, and then you have a bunch of more stars in the background as well that you can see off into the distance. There's also a different version of this high quality Perk Interface mod that adds more stars and asteroids to the background to make it look even better, and I just think this is a really creative and unique idea that I've never seen done in mods here. You know, the Perk Interface isn't something that I thought could be changed. You know, we already have it changed with mods like Ordinator that add more perks into the game, but this mod will actually work alongside that and make it look even better. Because as you can see as I'm scrolling through all of these perks, each actual perk star has its own unique texture, and then if you have two different perks linked up together, they have a nice animated line that showcases through, and I just really think that this is a really awesome upgrade to the original Perk Interface, because with mods like Ordinator that add so many, it makes all of the different stars and perks look kinda samey. But now this is completely changed with how every single skill has a different type of character in the background, all the stars have been changed, and all the textures for each icon that you hover over is actually changed and looks a lot better and is animated as well. This is just a really small upgrade to the Perk Interface, and I just love what it brings into Skyrim. And with it being a unique idea that I haven't seen before, I thought you guys should see this too. And that's definitely why the high quality Perk Interface comes in at our number 4 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and transforming your perk tree in your next playthrough. Coming in at the number 3 spot this week, we have a brand new beautiful player home that's located just outside of Whiterun. This is the Hillcrest Farm, and it's a very small home that also comes in at a very small memory space, coming in at 23.59 megabytes, and the mod page reads that this is a nice vanilla-esque player home west of Whiterun, across from Redoran's Retreat. It's small and quaint. This home offers basic amenities without anything extravagant. Planters are back for your personal garden and farm, as well as a flower bed under the beehive, and you even have crafting equipment that's in the cellar in the back. Enjoy your brand new beautiful farm of Hillcrest. This is a small farmhouse with a relaxing, comfy atmosphere for a place to rest from your weary travels. All containers in and around the home are safe storage, and you have several planters in the back of the home and in the side for whatever you'd like to grow. This house also features a living room, dining room, kitchen, and a bedroom, as well as a small bath area and a closet. You also have a cellar in the back which contains crafting equipment and storage, and there's even an attached barn with a farmyard housing for your own chickens, cow, and goat, as well as a guard dog too. And there's even plans in the future to update his patrolling behavior so that you'll actually have a dog that, roams around your house and guards it for you. This mod's also Hearthfire compatible with 2 beds for children, and as you can see as I'm touring around the home, this is a very nice and cozy player home. It doesn't have anything extravagant like it says in the mod page there. It has everything that you're going to need within a player home, and it's very basic. Comes in at a very small memory space as well, just under 24 megabytes, so it should squeeze into any load order that you may have out there, and I just really like how simple this mod takes the player homes. If you had other mods on top of this, such as the Placeable Statics mod or Anna's Interior Editor, you can go all out with placing brand new furniture and replacing the furniture that's already in the house as well. But just as a base player home to just start off with in your next playthrough, I think this is really everything that you're going to need, and it doesn't completely explode you with wealth by giving you a ton of rare potions and armors. It's just a very down-to-earth house for any playthrough that you could possibly think of. And that's definitely why the Hillcrest Farm comes in at a number 3 spot this week, so I'd strongly recommend downloading it and becoming its proud new owner in your next playthrough of Skyrim. Coming in at the number 2 spot this week, we have a mod that I actually requested to be made for our future load order that's coming up. Like I said, episode 300 is the plan on when I'm going to be releasing the next load order. Hopefully we're able to hit that mark there, but I really wanted to have a brand new main menu and title screen, as well as new loading screens for our next load order. So I had my good friend Love King put together this mod pack that combines all of those together. Inside of this mod, we have the Horizon main menu overhaul, which is an incredible main menu that has different types of animations for the different types of things you're selecting. So if I press new, it creates a brand new picture for whenever I press new on the main menu screen. When I press load, it generates a new picture, and it's just a more animated main menu that I really like. And then you also have the Dragon Attack main menu replacer, which we just included in here for the music because it includes some very badass music that's a remix of the Dragonborn, so that's very good to have in our next load order as well. So just with this mod already, we have a brand new main menu and music, so whenever you start up the game, you'll have a brand new type of experience. But now moving in, we have the actual loading screen mod, Starlit Lake's Loading Screens, which is a brilliant loading screen mod that changes all of the original loading screens that had all the smoke in the background and just random pictures of objects in the game. Now we have actual detailed pictures and screenshots that look amazing. And I'll definitely put some on screen so you can see some of these different loading screens as you're traveling throughout Skyrim and seeing different loading screens. There's hundreds of ones that you'll be able to see, so you'll never be seeing the same picture over and over again. And like I said, this is a mod that I requested Love King to make for us for our next load order, because I was just putting the load order together and picking all 150 mods out the other day and actually, building it and putting it together. And I realized we need a new main menu and some new loading screens. And, we have 150 mods already picked out already, so I didn't want to, delete some. I was really happy with what we had. So Love King took it upon himself to make us one mod that includes everything that we're going to need with the main menus and loading screens for the next load order. So thank you very much, Love King, for doing this for us. It was very, very helpful, and I can't wait to use this in episode 300 when we build the load order. But I really wanted to bring this to you guys just to let you know that this mod is now out, and this is the one that I'm going to be using from here on out, because it has everything that we're going to need in terms of main menus and loading screens all in one simple mod here, and that's definitely why it's featured here at a number 2 spot this week. So I'd strongly recommend downloading the Oculus main menu and loading screens mod and adding it to your next playthrough of Skyrim. Coming in at the number 1 spot this week, we have a brand new vampire mod pack that completely transforms being a vampire in Skyrim. This is the Suckah Complete Vampire Overhaul mod. And the mod page reads, "Together we bring you Suckah." This mod will completely overhaul your entire load order into a successful one-stop shop vampire build. The spells for regular vampires have been overhauled completely, and we've even added new spells in as well to compensate for the long time it takes to get the Vampire Lord power. The base form vampires were a laugh at best in the vanilla game, but now you'll see that they're actually very powerful but also balanced. They've also took the time to hand place new spells around Skyrim's vampire dens, and the list of mods that are actually featured inside of this mod pack. First off, you have Sacrosanct, the Vampires of Skyrim, which in itself is the bare bones. It's like the mod that you need if you're going to be playing as a vampire, and I just really can't see playing as a vampire without Sacrosanct, so that's definitely good that they included that in here. And then after that, you have the Glowmerl's Vampiric spells, which adds 6 brand new vampire spells into the game. Starting us off, we have Vampiric Spear, Vampiric Bolt, the Blast, Cloak, Rune, and Wave, and these are found in places such as Broken Fang Cave, Bloodlet Throne, and Haymar's Shame, so you can actually go and find these spells before you even become a Vampire Lord for yourself. After that, you have the Start Game Monsters mod, which allows you to actually start as a monster without having to have the alternate start mod installed. So if you don't like the alternate start mod, you can have this mod instead, and it just gives you a power that instantly transforms you into a vampire or a werewolf from the start of the game. And then moving on down the list, you have mods like Ancient Blood Magic, which gives you more spells and stuff to do as a vampire, the Blood Drench Vampire Shout, which gives you a new shout as a vampire, Hagraven Blood Magic, Stalker's Refuge, the Vampire Player Home, which you'll probably see a glimpse of in this showcase here, as well as another player home, the Bloodstone Cave. So not only do you get a bunch of mechanics for your actual beast that you want to play as, but you also get a brand new player home for the beast of your choice too, so that's definitely incredible with this mod here. But finally, the last mods that we have inside of here, we have the Super Moon Werewolf's Moon Vampire, the new Vampire set, which is the Dreadlord set of armor, the Vampire Burst of Speed, Craftable Dawnguard Vampire Jewelry, Stealth Magic, Dark and Void Vampire Powers, Dragon's Blood, Animal Blood Poisons, Assassin Vampire Armor. There's so many mods included in here that really help either being a vampire or you can also be a werewolf as well, and that's definitely why it's featured here to number 1 spot this week, because with this mod coming in at 56.08 megabytes, and it does all of this and makes your vampire character extremely badass and actually worth playing, I think that's definitely worth a download, because vampires in the vanilla game of Skyrim were very lackluster, and I think this is definitely going to pick us up and put us where we need to be. So I'd strongly recommend downloading Suckah, the complete vampire overhaul, and trying it out for yourself in your next playthrough. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can join our Discord. I'll be sure to leave the Discord link in the description as well as the pinned comment so you can join us on there and leave mod suggestions there as well. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later.